And so we approach the entranceway to the church, and we will enter the narthex. Pope Benedict XVI once said, "From the outside, stained glass windows are dark, heavy, and even dreary. But once one enters the church, these windows suddenly come alive, reflecting the light passing through them. They reveal all their splendor. It is only from the inside, from the experience of faith and ecclesial life, that we see the church as she truly is, flooded with grace, resplendent in beauty, adorned by the manifold gifts of the Spirit." One of the marquee traits of our parish is its stained glass windows. Just as Pope Benedict reminds us, one must enter into the church in order to appreciate their beauty. There are two windows in particular which you will notice immediately upon walking inside the entranceway of the church. On the left side stands Pope St. Pius X, our parish's namesake, and on the right is the risen Christ. Above these two windows is the mantra of St. Pius X, "Renew all things in Christ." Once you enter inside the church building, first into the narthex, the large angular gathering space, everything is about resurrection. To appreciate the symbolism of this space, you must literally look up, or resurrect, your eyes, mind, and heart. Gazing up, you'll notice there is a collection of steel beams buttressing the roof. Originally a dark shade of pink, these beams were painted gray in 2022 to give an unfinished look, as if the space is still under construction. They represent the mission of the church, which is always under construction. Immediately prior to his ascension, Jesus gives this mission to his disciples: "Go make disciples of all nations." This work continues until the Lord returns in glory. Next, notice the large golden wall located directly above the doors leading into the worship space. This wall, painted gold, forms the shape of a crown, which signals there is a king in residence here. But who is this king? What type of king is he? Where is he? The other clue in the narthex to who this king might be is the round windows painted with golden crosses, located high above the family chapel and above the entrance to the faith formation wing. This mysterious king who wears a crown also bears a cross. This golden crown-shaped wall has an added layer of significance. In the Gospel of Luke, shortly before the birth of Jesus, John the Baptist was born. When the angel Gabriel appears to John's father, Zechariah, announcing the coming birth of his son, Zechariah cries out in disbelief because his wife was elderly and barren. Because of his incredulity, he is struck mute until the birth of John. Scholars suggest this was an act of mercy so that Zechariah would not blaspheme or doubt God's ability to do the impossible while he was standing in the Holy of Holies, the most sacred space in the temple and thus in Judaism. As Luke recounts, the angel said to him in reply, "I am Gabriel, who stand before God. I was sent to speak to you and to announce to you this good news. But now you will be speechless and unable to talk until the day these things take place." Upon the birth of his child, Zechariah's tongue was loosened. Then in praise of God he proclaims, "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel. He has come to his people and set them free. Through his holy prophets he promised of old that he would save us from our enemies, from the hands of all who hate us, and the tender compassion of our God, the dawn from on high shall break upon us, to shine on those who dwell in darkness and the shadow of death, and to guide our feet into the way of peace. This golden wall represents the tender compassion of our God, Jesus, the dawn from on high, who was come to set us free, fulfilling all of the Old Testament prophecies that God would visit and liberate his people. Behold, Jesus says, I have come that they may have life, life in abundance. Beneath this golden wall, located above the baptismal font, you'll notice the coat of arms of Pope St. Pius X, our parish's namesake, which served as the inspiration for our color choices when we painted the church in 2022. Pope St. Pius X's coat of arms is divided into two parts. In the upper portion there is a golden lion, which is the lion of St. Mark. Prior to becoming Pope, Pius X was the Patriarch of Venice, where St. Mark is buried. Thus the lion is an ode to his past. Beneath the lion, there is a star and an anchor cast into the sea, taking its inspiration from Hebrews chapter 6, verse 19. This hope we have as an anchor of the soul, sure and firm, which reaches into the interior behind the veil, where Jesus has entered on our behalf as forerunner, becoming high priest forever according to the order of Melchizedek. The anchor is a symbol of hope in Christ. As Pius X once said, hope is the sole companion of my life, the greatest support in uncertainty, the strongest power in situations of weakness. At the very top of the shield are a papal tiara and two keys, one silver and the other gold, representing the keys to the kingdom of heaven and earth, given to Peter by Jesus. And so I say to you, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven.